So we just moved the cows into the barn about an hour ago because we knew this rain was coming. We knew Dandelion was getting close, and I just checked a minute ago and it looks like she's had a baby. So of course I didn't have my phone, so I ran back to the house, got Virginia, and now we'll get to see what we got. Oh, there's a baby in there and a new mama. Oh, look at it.
Hi, Dandelion. Look what you did today. All right, we're gonna move her over into the birthing pen, which is a little behind schedule, but at least it's got clean sheets in there. Start milking, take care of the calf, and away we go with our first calf for the milking season.
Forget how slimy they are. Come on, mama. Virginia's getting the baby colostrum. And then Dandelion's really thirsty. The small blue bucket is a concoction. It's got some minerals and some sugars in it. The cows really just gulp it down right after they give birth. This one's a lively one. It's already ready to go. There's no udder up there. As a bonus feature, I'm going to make up some bungee gates. So this lane is all the way done except for this one very end, and since we're going to be moving the cows into this paddock over here, I just need to finish them up. But bungee gates are expensive, but you can buy electric bungee material on a bulk roll, and it's a lot cheaper to just make your own. They make a special tool for doing the crimps, and I actually got this from a fishing supply company because you use bungee material a lot in fishing equipment. And so I'm going to do that. I always do two just for security, and then I do them in opposite directions too. Why bungee gates? A couple of reasons. One, I like how visible they are, especially when you're having to run calves down the lane and they're experiencing this for the first time. And obviously they're stretchy, so they're a little more forgiving. We used to have just wires going across, But as you can see, this post has been pushed a little bit out, so if they're not perfectly spaced, then they won't work. So now we can change the direction, and we do two. This is just the top one. So I got the tool and the clips from a company in Alaska called Nomar, N-O-M-A-R. And if you just go to their website, it's shock cord pliers and shock cord clips. The thing I liked about their clips were they were stainless steel. A lot of places sell these, but they're copper, which is softer. Both will conduct electricity, both won't rust, but I just felt for securing something that's stretchy, that stainless steel might be a little bit better. And I'll just add that I'm not sponsored or anything. That's just the company I found, and I bought stuff through them when I was in the Coast Guard, and they've always had good products, and so that's why I went with them. The other thing we did in our lane was we switched out the metal wire for poly wire. And for many of the same reasons. It's a lot more visible, and it's also more forgiving. We have a lot of deer that move through our farm, and they've been known to hit the wires and break them, whereas this has a little bit of stretch in it, and with the timeless T-posts, which are plastic, everything seems to just spring back to the way it was. So very excited about the new lane this year. That's about our third iteration, and I think we finally figured out what we really like.
You look like you have a big hole in your jacket. Hi.
Hi. It's raining.
Yes. We had a big squall move through. And
right when the new baby was born.
And the new baby's a boy. So guess what we named him?
Squall.
Squall! So we're excited to have our first calf of the year on our farm. And it looks like everything's going well with the calf. And now we get to do the rest of our chores, and
now we're milking cows again.
Yeah.
And mama and baby are resting comfortably in their own stall, all bedded down, so they're going to stay nice and dry in the rain. And we'll keep checking on them, but they seem to be doing really well. We're very impressed with this birth process.
Well, that's it for this week, this day. I don't know when it was last time we posted, but that's it for right now. So have a great evening, and we hope you're having a good time where you are, and you're safe and you're warm. And we'll talk to you next time on the Tomarosa. Oh, we're back. We have one last thing to say.
So Dandelion's baby is brown, but he's not a Jersey. We really like crossing our Jerseys with Angus. In the past, we've had some black Angus, but we've actually gone to red Angus. And so baby Squall here is a half Jersey, half red Angus.
And also, we just wanted to wait a little bit because we are waiting for the placenta to pass. And then we're all done.